Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, Carr. He's got it to Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They will run with Grant. Dancing away at the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 28 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Grant. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Corey Grant, 34 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
From the 31, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Let's go, D. Regular.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Cleveland Farrell. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
1st down, Raiders.
Now! 180! 180! We're good! 185!
This is Grant. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
93. 93.
From the gun, it's Carr. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's get it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Coming to you.
Now Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
King.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
133. Recon, 132 fighter. Switch.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Mayfield. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Down. Boy. Hey, here we go.
Now Carr going left on the option. He gives it up. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
180. 58 right there. I smell fear now.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, 133. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, seam 6.
To throw, Mayfield. And incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike 20. Better. 22-jet bomber. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Alert. Bravo. Mike 20. Silver.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. That's taken in by Callaway. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
Set, 20. Mike 54.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. It was Isaiah Johnson there to make the stop.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier to shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Mayfield now. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Real.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike You're not ready. Hey, orbit. Mike 20.
Mayfield looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 185.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the...
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Regular. Hey, alert 33. Hey, high 7. I got
Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this will be caught at the 30. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 81 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
Stop your whining.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Corey Grant, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Line 54. He can't hang. He's not going to give me
A first down throw from Mayfield. It's brought in by Harris. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. A run for Nick Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Watch the twins.
Hey, exit. Hurry up.
From the 36, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8. Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Next on travel.
Showing it. Check 43.
Up.
Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Slam. X3, 218, chopper.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Mike 54. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
So that'll back him up 5. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's now 4th down and goal.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
7-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Back. Watch it.
694. Hey, Haywood.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. Look at the dance and the juke. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
What down? 618. I
got you, boy.
Hey, 734.
Mike Push him back.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was looking for Watkins that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
3 bucks.
Throwing now is Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Grant. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that off.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way.
Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And still fighting. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
180. We're good. 185. Ready to run.
Kill. Turn it up.
808.
Mark 22. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up.
Carr now on 1st down. This is caught. Watkins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And they will take a knee here. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him bring another one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. And we saw another example of it there. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Right there. 54. Right there. 50. Hey, Alpha. Hey, let's pin regular. Check the backers.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And the pressure gets to him again. Cleveland Farrell. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Now, 180. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand, taking a knee. And guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdog.